Good morning, dear students. Welcome to my online next English lesson. My name is Egamberdiyeva D and I'm a teacher in the Department of Foreign Languages. And now our theme is ecology. Now we will talk about the theme of ecology. What is ecology? Ecology is the study of the interactions of living organisms with one another and with their physical environment, such as soil, water, and climate. And so the levels of organizations. Organizations consist of species, population, community, and ecosystem, and biosphere. And biosphere, what is biosphere? The biosphere contains the combined portions of the planet in which all of life exists, including land, water, and atmosphere. Energy flow. Energy flow, every organism needs also energy. Energy flows. What are autotrophs? Autotrophs, and organisms that capture energy from the sun or chemicals to produce their own foods. Energy flows. What is the producer? Organisms that first capture energy. First tropical level, and energy flow during the photosynthesis, and autotrophs use the light energy to power chemical reactions that convert CO2 and water into oxygen and high energy sugars. And chemosynthesis. And chemosynthesis is a process by which organisms use chemical energy to produce carbohydrates. And energy flow, if autotrophs are called producers because they make their own food. What are the heterotrophs called? It consists of consumers, organisms that consume plants or other organisms to obtain energy, and all organisms that are not producers. They have three categories, and first primary and secondary and third tertiary. Primary consumers, herbivores also, and eat plants or other primary producers, for example cows, horses, rabbits, some insects. It's a second sorts. Secondary consumers, carnivores, such as animals that eat animals. Examples: tigers, wolves, and last one, snakes. Omnivores. Only animals that are herbivores and carnivores. For example, bears and humans. Optatory consumers, it also carnivores that consume other carnivores. So the top carnivores, for example, a hawk that eats a snake, so a lion that eats a hyena. It's a first trophic level. Detritovores. Detritovores, it has decomposes organic material and returns the nutrients to the soil, water, and air, making it available for other organisms. For example, mites, earthworms, snails, and crabs. Decomposers has break down and absorb nutrients from dead organisms, and they causes decay and decomposition of bodies, and the wastes releases nutrients back into the environment to be recycled by other organisms. For example, it consists the bacteria and fungi. Scavengers and don't kill their food, they search for a source of food that is already dead. Clean up the ecosystem, and examples buzzards. Feeding relationship. Energy flows through an ecosystem in one direction. It also sun or inorganic chemicals, and autotrophs, producers and heterotrophs and consumers. Food chain. Food chain is a series of steps in which organisms transfer energy by eating or being eaten. It's how energy moves through an ecosystem. So next, the food web. A food web is a network of complex interactions formed by the feeding relationship among the various organisms in an ecosystem. Food chain and food web. Also, a food web will link together all of the food chains in a particular ecosystem. Well, that's all, students. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye. See you soon next lessons.